Hello, it's been a very long time since I've touched Dupery, but I'm back with Dupery. It's been a long time. Roles have been introduced, and apparently they're doing time exclusive stuff. I don't know how I feel about that, but as long as they're all in the full game, it's fine with me. We're gonna just dig straight into Quirk Challenge 2, where I left off. This game makes me feel dumb, but alright, case 3. We've got mobster, scoundrel, serial killer. All 3 are in play. Okay. Gargoyle. Mailman, the scoundrel lives here? I never heard of the reporter. Well, you know the scoundrel definitely lives here. Okay, Gargoyle's just giving. No, that's not what I want. I want pin. It's this U rang at 6. You also are giving her. I'm trying to make it red. Come on. There we go. It was just on red. Come on. There we go. The serial killer has to be adjacent, and then no, I don't want to cross it out. Adjacent is directly north, south, east, west. I think 8's just our confirmed serial killer. Have another gargoyle. The surgeon should kill at 12. That was a surgeon kill, but it was on a... Okay. The clock tower did ring at 12, so you're actually confirmed. You're confirmed. You're confirmed evil. You see the scoundrel, which is the truth. I heard that a strange guy has 5 neighbors in town. That only applies to 9. And I've only got 2 more innocents left. So I'm assuming I see mobster. You're telling the truth. And then a youngster. I can assume the surgeon is good. There should be 2 meddlers. We don't have a meddler hiding. We don't have modifications, so you're good. The scoundrel can't be arrested until I arrest the mobster. Scoundrel does live in town. 2, 3, 4, 5. That's, yep. 5 innocents. I'm gonna arrest these guys. Come on. Let me arrest. And then we've got 2 different normals. I want the one with more percentage because I'm an idiot. Private Eye, you're not gonna give us information. Fall Guy, you are confirmed good. Yeah, you're right next to the Fall Guy. That doesn't say anything about us except for the fact you're not lying. South, you are lying. South is the clock tower itself, and that's it. Please? Come on. I would like you to be red. There you go. South is the clock tower itself. We have a con man and a poisoner. The private eye's got nothing. Both of the private eyes got nothing. On the 10th hour, first of all, you rang at 10. I don't think that matters if we don't have a clockmaker. Uninvestigated underling. One of you guys is the con man and the other is true. That does mean we can take our time now. Unless a surgeon kill. Surgeon kill will technically help. Okay, no surgeon kill. The gargoyle lives here, never heard of a private eye. Bloodhound pointing north. And then a third private eye. The poisoner can only poison one person, right? Random, innocent surrounding neighbor. Innocent surrounding includes diagonal. You include diagonals, right? Anywhere within 8 tiles of the roll. Okay, yeah, you can take diagonals. So the mailman can be the poisoner. One of the both of the private eyes could be the poisoner. Both of these guys could be poisoner, but the poisoner has to lie. What if no, that's not true. If one of these is the poisoner and the other is the con man, you could be poisoned, but then the second bloodhound. Or it could be con man poisoner. But how's 4 getting poisoned there? I'm gonna see if 4's good or not. I don't think 4's good. Okay, 4 is the poisoner. Poisoner is tainting that. Poisoner is tainting the mailman. North would be correct. Now we have 2 copycats on the copycat. So we've got 3 people telling the truth. We can probably confirm 8 here because 8 is not. Yeah, 8 is not north of the bloodhound. It's 1 or 5. I'm gonna check 5 first. Okay, 5 is the copycat, so 1 has to be the con man. Ooh, we're starting with quirks. We've got shot in the dark. First time you arrest an uninvestigated evil roll, gain 1 reputation. The surgeon will always kill when they are not lying or tainted. Or truthful skeptics will announce nothing unless you have excellent reputation. I don't think that's going to be too hard. Oh, there's an ability called the Jinx. When investigated, I obscure the next role you investigated. I pretend to be an in-play innocent role. Oh, gosh. Therapist. You can't really have 2 evil clients when you're next to the crime scene, the clock tower, and the wall. So, you could be drunk. You could be poisoned. You could be evil. The gargoyle. The romantic is connected with 6 here. Spectre. Sniffs. So the bloodhound is just confirming everyone in this lane. Yeah, I should probably note down 8 as the time the clock rang. Milkman. clockmaker will ring from 12 to 13. Ooh. The therapist has 0 evil clients, which means this might be just tainted by something else. This is either Spectre or Jinx. Another milkman. 10 is in love with 7. And, oh, this is a weatherman. This is a weatherman. I'm gonna ring again at 22. Weatherman, which is saying 5, 7, 9. Okay. Weatherman. Weatherman. If when I announce all addresses are either innocent or meddler. Okay. So we can't rely on having meddlers in there as weatherman confirmation. Okay, so we know for a fact one of the milkmans is evil. I can't arrest both of the milkmans until it's past 24 hours. The scoundrel is not in play. The gargoyle saw scoundrel. No, the gargoyle saw Spectre Poisoner, so the gargoyle is telling the truth. This has a really long text box and no numbers, and also no action. This could be the mailman. That's probably the mailman. That would make this the Jinx. That would make either one of these guys the Jinx. And the romantic only sees innocence. So I'm assuming you're the Jinx. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Okay, white works. No, it does not. It covers up everything. Hold on. I don't think there's a connection here where one of these guys is. You are the Jinx. Does the Jinx lie? I will not obscure if I'm dead or arrested. Investigated, I obscure the next role you investigated. I pretend to be an imp. Okay. So no, this Jinx is still confirming. The therapist confirms the clockmaker. The bloodhound confirms all these guys. So it's just gotta be this milkman that's evil. And this milkman would have to be the poisoner. There you go. Erase some of my notes. And all of these guys are in a confirmation chain. So that's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 known innocents. I have 2 known meddlers. And I have 2 known meddlers. I only have room for 2 more innocents. This therapist is obviously suspicious, and I can't tell what the mailman is saying. Actually, the weatherman is correct, so that's actually 6. So now we have we just need to find one more innocent. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. Yeah. So it's between the therapist and the mailman. The therapist is just lying. Well, I can't tell what the mailman is. Oh, Oh, it's past 24. I have to arrest the milkman. I'm sorry. There you go. What did you say? I want to know what you said. Go on. Never mind. Let's move on. We've got swift justice. You'll regain additional reputation if you solve a case under 12 hours. The scoundrel will now lie and pretend to be a suspected role. Yes? Okay. Okay. Alright. Okay. I think I'm gonna still go for hard. Traitors function even while dead or arrested. And then the skeptics will not report unless I've got excellent. So we've got either idols or hitmans. And then we've got... Okay. Skeptic is saying 6 is good. You have a good ping on you. Let's see if we get a kill. We do. Hitman. Oh, not accountant. Idol. Idol is not in the game. Stalker. Meddler, pick a surrounding neighbor. I pretend to be their appearance. I may kill them. If they are tainted, I always kill them. No, now 3's dead. Because the hitman killed them. 8 is evil. I kill 1 uninvestigated rule. 8 is evil. The stalker's not gonna... Using the stalker... Is that supposed to happen? When I am not lying or tainted, the information I give... I have a 50... When I am lying or tainted, I never kill. I picked you and nothing happened. Okay, I'm a little confused. I think I have to hurry up. I think I will just arrest 8. Okay, 8 is the actual mathematician. Calculated the number 14. So, you are messed with in some way. There's no way for anyone to be lying on this board because it's mobster, scoundrel, accountant, hitman. Or does the stalker? No, the stalker doesn't kill until I pick someone. So I can just... Yeah, there's the hitman. And the hitman kills 4. We don't even know if the hitman kills evil or good. We just know the hitman kills. We've got a math 14. 14 minus 6. 14 minus 6 is 8. We're looking for 2 numbers that equal 8. 1 and 7. I can see 1 and 7 right away. Ooh, 3 was a Vigi. Oh, the accountant is dead. Hold on. Do I... In the accountant roll, 4, if you pick the highest address, the lowest address will be dead. While I am not dead or arrested. Okay. So I could just shoot whoever directly because the accountant is dead. Evil. Yeah, okay. I got this. Let's continue. Onward. Oh, there's a very hard we could to just end the challenge here. Insider loyalty. You'll lose one more reputation if you arrest a good roll that is not on the edge of the board. There are 3 underlings in play. A traitor's functioning while dead arrested does nothing, and I don't see a skeptic on this board, so... Doppelganger, what do you do? Pick a roll. I announce something does not make sense, otherwise I pretend to be their appearance. Okay, so you're just good. So if I should arrest good rolls, start with the outside and then work myself in. Oh, there's a lot more rolls on the outside of the board. The reporter is just calling 2 evil. The mathematician has a 17. The bloodhound is confirming... Okay, so the bloodhound is confirming this corner, but that can't be true. It cannot be true because 1 and... I need red. Come on, give me red. Give me red! Green, yellow, blue, green, red. Because 1 and 2 are in conflict. So that means 3... Either 3 is lying, or 1 gets poisoned by 4. Let's keep going. The bounty hunter, you rang at 8. Target is 6 or 8. So 6 or 8 is tainted. So let's just leave a little mark on the edge for that. We should get a serial killer kill now. I am 2 steps away from the closest evil. A second reporter, copycat, is on the board. Conman, we do not have a serial killer. Unless the serial killer is just not adjacent to. I will assume we do not have a serial killer. You, then that means Mom. That means you're probably tainted by the maid. Here. Green. That works. You're probably tainted by the maid. The surgeon. The bounty hunter is an innocent rule, so. The mailman. The maid lives here. I've never heard of the serial killer. That makes sense. Bloodhound pointing north. This would be tainted, by the way. You know what? Just green. Green can be tainted now. So the answer is not north. And then, what is this last one? 14. That number up there is a 17. There is a con man, so we should have 2 people. It could be the reporter who is... It could also be the bloodhound. We also have a copycat, so I'm not sure if I trust the surgeon. I can reliably say that the mailman's probably telling the truth. The next innocent role you investigate will be tainted. So if this reporter isn't actually evil, or if that reporter is actually not the reporter at all, or is the copycat or the con man, then the mailman is wrong. I have not seen a serial killer kill at all, though, so I'm willing to believe that 5 is good. could be 3. 3's information that all the evils are down here. Does not make that much sense. One of the mathematicians has to be evil. I know that. I'm going to arrest this mathematician first because both the reporters are pointing at it. Okay, the maid. So my number is 14. My number should be 14. There, 14 minus 2 is 12. I've got... So that'd be 111. 2 can't be picked, so 3, 9. 111, which doesn't actually fit in here. So it'd be 3, 9. 4, 8. 4, 8, 5, 7. And then 6, 6 can't be chosen because there's only one 6. So if that's what we, if we believe the mathematician, then these are the pairs. That means the surgeon has to be good, if the mathematician's also good. If the mathematician is evil, then we can disregard numbers. That means now the bloodhound has false info. But it'd be 3, 9. It could be 3 if 3 is the con man. Well, no, there should be a poisoner. Does poisoner only poison adjacent? Surrounding. The mailman would be poisoned there. And the mailman is not poisoned, because we do not have a serial killer. It could be 4. 4 and 8. Where the reporter is poisoned. Well, the bloodhound... No, actually the... Wait, yeah, the reporter is poisoned. The bloodhound... No, the bloodhound would be poisoned. The reporter would also be... No, that's too many poisonings. Bloodhound definitely would find an evil in the maid. 5, 7. I think 7 is just good. I don't know if unless the mathematician is poisoned. Then it could be 7 who's poisoning 9. It could be 7 who's poisoning 9, and then one of these 4 here. This bloodhound is definitely not telling the truth. 8 is the bounty hunter information. Whoa, hold on, wait. This bounty hunter is pointing... Bloodhound is pointing north. So is the bounty hunter lying? We have a copycat. So that'd be 4. That would make both pairs viable. To make sense. Because then we'd have a copycat in the game. But we would need 2 pairs that are telling the truth with copycat. And if the bounty hunter... No, we don't. The bounty hunter is tainting 8. If this is just the... Well, this would be the poisoner. 4 would be the poisoner, poisoning them up. No, because one of them has to tell the truth. The con man has to tell the truth. Wait, hold on. It could just be 5 poisoners, 7 con man. No, con man is an in play. I pretend to be an in play role. So the con man is between 1, 3, 5, 8. If the con man is 5, then tainted. If the con man is 1, actually the con man could be 1. The con man could be 1. 4? No. The mathematician numbers aren't gonna add up. I really want to just start arresting people. I think the mathematician is confirmed. Not the mathematician, the mailman is confirmed good. Because 8 should be poisoned. Well, no, 8 should be poisoned is the thing. 7 as the poisoner taints the mathematician. 8's poisoned by the bounty hunter. And then it's 2. Well, not 2, 3. I'm gonna arrest 3 and see what it... Okay, 3 is real. 3 is real. If the evils are same darkness, if I find no evil, I sniff. Conman does not register as good. Conman is just pretending to be good. And does not lie. And is in play. Could be 4 and 8. It could just be 4 poisoner, 8 conman. But then how is the bloodhound not finding the maid? I have to build you as you're drunk. By 4 the poisoner. And then now 5 is... I don't want to arrest near the center as well because of insider loyalty. But if it's 5 as the poisoner, if 5 is the poisoner, 4 would have to be the con man, and that's not true. Because 8 is also 2 steps away. Or if 8's the poisoner, poisons the bounty hunter. Can you do that? No, you taint an innocent. But poisoner can work in diagonals. I think I just have to go for it at this point. Okay, the reporter is real. One of these guys is tainted. The 5-7 world, if we consider the math numbers, it's gotta be 4 and 8. Poisoner. Okay, yeah, it is just 5 and 8. Oh my gosh. You're both poisoned. Oh my gosh, I forgot that the reporter would be tainted by the maid. I forgot that the maid tainted the reporter. Well, at least we solved it. Thanks to math. Ooh, final case. 1 traitor, con man. Oof. 2 is the kingpin. 5 is the priest. What does a kingpin do? One innocent surrounding neighbor becomes evil. One innocent surrounding neighbor becomes tainted. I lie and pretend to be... Hold on. Do you make someone into a underling, or do you just make the innocent evil? It can be the same role. Okay, I think they just become evil. 5 is the priest. And whoa, look at all of these roles. What does the preacher do? I lie and pretend to be a suspected role. When I am arrested, I reveal as a not in play traitor. An extra traitor is suspected. Okay, so the preacher is revealed as a traitor. Oh, when arrested. Well, let's check if the priest thing is true. Okay, the priest is the priest. The priest is not tainted. The priest is the priest. So immediately we can get 2 people off the block. Four. There is a maid, so we do have to keep count on that. Stalker the stalker can use the priest ability if I really need it. I am the priest. That is another priest. That is con man. One of these guys is con man. Con. And then the maid. The next innocent. 3 is good. Skeptic, you're not supposed to work. You are not supposed to work. Loves 2, but you are too far, so you also are not working as intended. It is not the judge. Three steps away from the closest evil, so then you'd have to build like 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. P plus evil. I'll keep that in mind. The weatherman is showing these guys. Let's get a different pen color for weatherman. There we go, that works. You know what? Never mind, I'm just going to... There's the weatherman triangle. And 10. A second stalker. Three might be the con man. The stalker... saying there's a drunk here. 2 is the kingpin. Kingpin turns an innocent neighbor and taints a surrounding neighbor so it's 8 side. No one's tainted around 2 is the thing. They're both the priest. I am the P-R-I-E-S-T. I am the P-R-I-E-S-T. So both of these are not tainted. The partner could be the con man telling the truth. 5 the priest to the kingpin, which I don't think is right either. I don't think you have good information. Okay. Stalker. If they are tainted, I always kill them. Well, the stalker killed someone. The information... Well, that's not information, so... This isn't helping. Okay, so 2 is just evil. Okay, 2 is either the preacher or the kingpin. I don't think 2 is the actual kingpin. I think this is the preacher instead. I think that's the preacher. And not the kingpin. We don't have a scoundrel. I reveal as a not in play traitor. An extra traitor is suspected. Is it idol or critic? Idol, it might be critic because... No, I haven't lost reputation yet. My reputation status is already poor. There's a poisoner, there's a con man, there's a maid possibly in here. 4 could be affected by the maid. I really don't trust 1 being true about the kingpin. Because none of these guys are poisoned. None of these guys are tainted in any way. Unless you're tainted, and then I just lose instantly. I've got 2 choices for innocence. I also don't trust this reporter. Because that would mean 7... The idol taints all neighbors and taints all adjacent neighbors. So 8 idol actually could work because that'd be 7-9. And then 7-6-4 being good, 1 being... Yeah, I'm gonna arrest 1. 1 is the poisoner. Okay. 1... Okay, let's actually erase Solomon notes here. Let's erase my notes. Let's erase my notes. Okay. We have the preacher dead. We have the poisoner dead. You are actually the preacher is tainting 4. 4 might be the con man. Put a little question mark. You are the priest that was seen by the partner who's currently dead by a stalker. This was OG stalker. I use purple because I can't control my colors. So that means we don't have the kingpin. The reporter is looking more and more likely now with what I see. Or the reporter could also be the idol. 2 could... Well, 2 can't be the idol. Because if the stalker, when I am not lying or tainted, I'll be correct. And, okay, so 7 can't be the idol. 7 can't be the idol because the stalker killed someone. Nine can't be the idol. Oh, look at these memes. I am the priest. I am the monk. Wrong game. I don't feel so good. Am I a good priest? Am I a holy priest? Have you come to pray? I was the priest. I'll be the priest. Different tenses. They should... I was the priest, yeah. You were the priest. Now you're a baker. Okay, now. There's 2 meddlers. This is one of my meddlers. I have a drunkard. I have a drunkard in play. Well, 3 is probably a confirmed con man at this point. 4, 5, 6 is what's messing me up. I don't think we have a maid. I think it's just con man. But then we've got to think if it's critic, then I instantly lose if I arrest someone incorrectly. You can't be the idol. You may be the idol. You may be the idol. You can't be the idol. You can't be the idol because the priest is telling the truth. You're dead. You've killed someone. And unless this is the con man. Okay, so you're either the idol. If it's the critic, then anything I look at doesn't matter. There should be a drunkard in play as well, so someone is drunk. It could be 6. It could be 6 who's drunk. 5 is the con man. 4 is the... And then... No, poisoner is tainting, so 3 has to be evil. Whether it's 3 has to be evil. Okay, yeah, 3 was our con man. You may be the drunk. You may be evil. If it's critic, I have no way of finding anything anymore. There should be a drunk among these 3. I think 7 might be our drunk. But no, if 7 is our drunk... wait, no, that's still possible with the idol. But then the idol would be telling the truth, which the idol doesn't do that. We have all the meddlers dead. Well, no, not all the meddlers. We have all the underlings dead. Now no one can be the idol. Yeah, now no one... Because the idol taints everyone in, all... Oh, you only taint adjacent neighbors. North, south, east, west. So you won't affect the stalker. Wait, you wouldn't affect the stalker anyway. You would only attain innocence. But we've confirmed that 5 is the real priest. So you can't be the idol. You can't be the idol. 8, you might still be the idol, but no, 8 can't. If 8's telling the truth, 8 is most likely telling the truth if 8's evil, because 8's the last evil. Four, 5, you can't be the idol either, because the priest would be lying. You can't be the idol, and then you can't be the idol. So we have a critic. That's painful. We have a critic. We have a critic. What goods do we have? We have the priest for sure. We have the partner. We have a stalker. We have a drunkard. Imagine 7's just the critic. And then 1 has no one to poison. Wait, so that leaves the weatherman as sober. If the weatherman is drunk, it's 8. But if the weatherman is drunk, 7 also can't be drunk. So we've only got 1 drunk person on the board. We've got 1 drunk person on the board. You are poisoned by the poisoner. You could be poisoned by the poisoner. If it's 9, 7 will also have to be drunk. If 9 is the drunk, 7 is also drunk somehow. If 7 is drunk, that will make it 3 goods. The weatherman can just be evil. Then the stalker kills the reporter, though, would also be drunk. I don't need the clock number anymore. If 8 is the drunk, seven can still be... No, because the weatherman has to have a meddler. And so if 8's are drunkard, then what if 9's just evil? 8 are drunk, 9 the critic. Because 8 would be drunk, 9 will see 3 good players. Everyone else will fit into place. So you can definitely be the critic. That would mean 8's the drunk. If 7 is the drunk, but no, that's not true, because 7 has to be evil, and 7's lying. 7 is lying for sure. Seven is lying for sure. We don't know if 8 or 9 are lying, but we know 7 is lying for sure. It could be just 4. We could have 4 as the critic, 7 as the drunk. The weatherman makes sense. The reporter would make sense. And then the stalker also makes sense. I do like that. That's the most simple thing. You definitely fall under a critic world. If 7 is the critic... If 7 is the critic... 8 would be drunk. But then the weatherman can't be drunk either. If 7 is the critic, there'd have to be at least 2 drunks. One on the reporter and one on either the skeptic or the weatherman. So you can't be the critic. If the reporter's the critic, if you're the critic, you're lying. That means 7 would be the drunk. Means 7 is the drunk. But then that still causes the weatherman a problem. That causes the weatherman problem because 4 would be poisoned. If 9 is the critic, we have a drunk here. We have an extra drunk. I think it's gotta be 4. I think 8 has to be sober. Because if 8 isn't sober, then we know 7 is drunk. Right, moment of truth. Oh, gosh. What is it? What is it? What is it? Idol. I got rid of Idol Worlds. Why did I get rid of that Idol World? Oh my gosh. I'm dumb. This is why I don't play thematic. This is why I don't play like this. I just arrest whoever I want. Because that was my first gut instinct and it was right. Well, that was Dupery. It was super fun. I haven't seen the Fearmonger yet. What does the Fearmonger do? What do you do? Stats. Codex. What do you do? Oh, I haven't discovered everything yet. What do you do? Oh, you just destroy my reputation. Well, that's Dupery. And as you can see, I'm horrible at this game.